What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Welcome back to Medical Sales Live. You know who I am, but I don't know who you are. So if you're new to this broadcast or if you're not, you know how this goes. Go ahead and drop in the comments what city you're joining from. And of course, let me do a quick sound check to make sure everything is working. Let's see here. Always have to do a sound check. If it lets me. All right, I see some comments coming in. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Glad you guys are here. All right, yes, looks like I am on. All right, so go ahead and drop in the comments where you're joining in from. Now, before we get started, for those of you who don't know, I am actually Turkish origin. My wife is Turkish, and we all know that Turkey was pretty much ravaged and devastated from the earthquakes. I didn't post anything about it at first because I wanted to do some due diligence and figure out how to help in terms of which charities to go to. And so if you've gotten any kind of value from this show, it would mean a lot for me if you do one of two things. Either A, you can go directly to tpfund.org or abhap.org, and you can donate there and just take a screenshot, send it to me, and I'll give you free access to my LinkedIn mini course. Or if you want to just go make it a lot easier for you, go to www. That's very important to put www.linkedinprofileupgrade.com. Use the code HELPTurkey, okay? And you're gonna get that course. It's a $300 course. You'll get it for $49. 100% of all the proceeds are gonna go to Turkey. I'm gonna pay the credit card processing fee, all these things. Plus, I'm adding my own donations to it. I'm a small business. I'm not in a position to donate millions of dollars yet. Hopefully, in the future, I'll be able to do that. But right now, all the proceeds from that for the next 30 days, and I'll be taking a screenshot and giving an update on how much we raised. I hope you guys go do this. Again, it's $49. There are families who are waking up to pretty much rubble. There are people who are still in villages, distant villages, who are still under the rubble and barely alive. Their families been separated, so please help me. If you've gotten any value out of this, all of you have very good jobs. I'm sure you can afford $49 and you'll get some value. This LinkedIn profile upgrade course is fantastic. You'll love it. Again, it's a $300 course. You'll get it for $49. www.linkedinprofileupgrade.com. Use code HELPTurkey. 100% of the proceeds go to Turkey. So, all right, that's it. Now, let's get into the topic. So, topic of the day is, before we get into the topic today, let's do some shout outs. So we got Brent Bandy from Springfield, Illinois, coming in hot. We got Stephanie John from Jacksonville, Florida. That's a great photo. That's like a celebrity photo there. Very nice photo, Stephanie. We got Joe Park coming in from Dallas and watching from YouTube. All right. Look at you, Joe. Fantastic. All right. So let's get into today's topic, which is how to create a magnetic one belief headline. Okay. So first of all, what is a one belief? Right? Let's discuss that first. And of course, today, just for you all, I have some slides. So here we go. Let's get into the one belief framework, okay? And I'm playing around with a lot of my screens here. Okay, so the one belief framework. The way you want to think about your one belief is that when it comes to your LinkedIn profile, okay, you have your profile funnel. So when somebody's thinking about connecting with you, they're going to look at your photo and headline first before they look at anything else and go into your profile, and then they decide to accept. The headline is extremely important. Why? Because I'm going to use Orson Scott Card's quote here, which is, we question all our beliefs except the ones we really believe in, and those are the ones we never question, okay? So the one belief statement makes someone believe that whatever they're looking at is a new opportunity, and it's the key to eliminating the pain that they have and achieving an existing desire. It's only possible through your vehicle. So here's that formula, and I'm going to break this down in a moment. The one belief is essentially a new opportunity plus an existing desire and pain plus a new vehicle. Okay. That framework helps you frame this. Number one is magnetic messaging. It establishes a market presence and attracts the key audience. It identifies a pain and desire. So it speaks to primitive and emotional brain. Okay. That's your brainstem and your midbrain. And we'll get more into that in a second. And provides an escape from and arrive to framework. So essentially points this vehicle in terms of where they are today and where they want to be in the future. Okay. Now, I'm going to jump through. Oh, and one thing I want to point out is how strong is your idea when it comes to a belief? The one belief will help you judge the strength of your idea. If you can't identify the new opportunity, your idea isn't unique enough. And we're going to get into that very shortly. So let me stop the screen share and come back here to, oh, we got some more people. We got Jackson Bowman from Gig Harbor, Washington. All right. So here's the one belief, all right? Now, when we think about the one belief, the reason why it's important to develop a one belief statement for your headline on LinkedIn is because it's a noisy world. People are not going to remember much about you, but they're going to remember this one thing. Okay. So on LinkedIn, everyone's going to see your photo, your name, and then this one belief. Okay. Now, let me show you guys specifically what that looks like and what I mean by this. Okay. So if we go to, let's see, here we go. If we go to my LinkedIn profile, okay. When you see my LinkedIn profile, there's my name, there's my face, and then here's a one belief, helping MedTech reps. So I immediately identify who I work with and who I help. Grow pipeline. That's the desire. Grow pipeline remotely. Being remote is a pain point, actually. And then the vehicle, using social media. Okay. Why is that powerful? Right? If you think about LinkedIn, whether you post content or comment, guess what? Let's look at this. Scott Pantel posted this fantastic resource, by the way. So if you guys haven't downloaded this, this is just amazing. So if you want, go to look up Scott Pantel, look at his latest post. They put together this amazing spreadsheet of the $1.5 billion raised in 2022 by LSI, right? It's an awesome spreadsheet. Like there's a lot of really, really cool stuff. Actually, I'll just give you guys like a sneak peek of that. So you can get this entire spreadsheet from LSI, and it just shows all these companies, how much money they raise, their presentation videos, everything. It's awesome. Okay. So anyways, go comment on this post and you can get that for free. So why am I showing you this? Because this has gotten over close to 100 likes, 177 comments. So I can tell you that this is in the probably like 5 or 10,000 views in terms of impressions. Okay. At the very, oh, Scott already replied, at the very top, because I know how to use LinkedIn, I made a comment. So there's 177 comments, right? But the most relevant comment is my comment right now. So I'm getting just free advertising. So think about it this. All these people, CEOs, investors, salespeople, right? People who I sell to, they're going to see what? They're going to see this post. And when they come to the comment section, my comment is at the very top. And what are they going to see? My face, my name, and then my one belief. What's my one belief? Helping MedTech reps grow pipeline remotely using social media. Why is that important? Because over time, I don't need somebody to buy from me today. And if you think about technology adoption, we only adopt things usually when we're in pain, right? So whether it's an investor or a salesperson, etc., they're going to think about being in MedTech, having this pain of selling remotely, and then they say, oh, I got to do it through social media. Who do we call? Omar Khatib. There's no other comparison. How does it translate to you as a salesperson? whether it's you're selling to surgeons or physicians or hospital admin, how do you create a one belief statement so that through your content and even just from you commenting on things, they keep saying your face, your name, and this one belief, so that the day they decide to make a change or they look for help on something specific, you come to mind, right? Or at least they're more likely to come to you. Okay. Now, let me stop sharing screen and come back to you guys. Okay. So now, and hello to everybody who's over on Zoom. So for the people who are on Zoom, if you decide that you have a question, just go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, I'll bring you on. All right. So when it comes to the one belief, where's my marker? Here it is. The way that it works. There you go. Okay. The way this works is that a one belief statement, again, it's one belief. We live in a noisy world. Not everybody's going to remember you. What you want to be able to do is position a new opportunity coupled with a desire and pain, an existing one. This is very important. Existing. Desire, pain, in a new vehicle. Okay? And by the way, don't be shy. Feel free to ask me questions as I go. So the most important part about this, okay, is the new opportunity. You can judge the strength of your idea, which is essentially the belief, based on this. How unique is this thing? Because if it's not, then the rest of it doesn't matter. The new vehicle, this is the category. Okay. The category of your product or service, not your product and service. Okay. That's, I want to make sure I explain that. Okay. And the reason why that's important is because anybody can just, present and talk about their product, right? And there's nothing wrong with having a one belief statement where you just literally use the vehicle as your product. What's more powerful is the category of your product. Okay. So if you think about like Uber, right? Uber's thing is like be able to order your ride and get anywhere you want to go using a ride share, right? It's not, so you want to educate, especially if it's something very new. If you're really designing a new category, then the new vehicle needs to be that new category, because if you do a good job of promoting that new vehicle, by default, your brand, your product will be the standard, right? So if you, for example, 10 years ago when I was at Mazur Robotics, we focused more on the promotion of robotic spine surgery, not the promotion of the Renaissance platform, right? Because if we did a good job of promoting and owning this idea, this category of robotic spine surgery, by default, we own that category, okay? The new opportunity, okay? And let me flash over to my notes here for a second. The new opportunity is going to help you judge that idea, okay? And the way that you can think about that new opportunity is, what's this new idea for the old thing and how is it unique? Okay? So the way this is, new and different way to solve an old problem. Okay? New and different, not better. It's very important to understand that difference. New and different. Better is not enough to get somebody's attention. Okay. I know a lot of people want to believe that, but that's not how the human brain works. Okay. There's no, it's very hard to measure things, right? So new and different, because you want the goal of the one belief is you're looking for contrast. Okay. The only way you do that is through new and different. You don't get contrast by saying incrementally better. Okay. The desire and pain. What's important about this is that you have to deeply understand your customer. Okay. Like really well, because it has to be an existing one. You cannot make up a desire or pain that doesn't exist. Like it's like a lot of salespeople and marketing people try and do this, which is they try and manufacture, some desire that I should have, if I'm their target, or a pain that I have. If your customer is unaware of this pain that you're marketing, you just screwed yourself. Like that's it's not going to work. It has to be something where they say yes. So if you look at, again, what do I sell? I sell a product and service that helps salespeople drive technology adoption, grow their pipeline, increase sales, increase meetings, right? These are all desires that they want by not stepping into the hospital. That's the pain, right? So it's very important to do that. And when you frame this together, you can come up with a good headline. Now, usually it's hard to get the new vehicle in. So a lot of times what you want to focus on is what's the new opportunity? What's the new way you solve a problem? And how does it release a desire and pain? So for example, if you're dealing with surgeons, and let's say it's vascular surgeons and infections rates, it's like you can say something like, helping vascular surgeons eliminate infections from the very beginning of the case, something like that. Right. That's actually a terrible one belief, to be honest with you. But, this is what I get for trying to do this on the fly. Let me give you an idea of a different one belief. This is Subway sandwiches. Okay. Subway sandwiches, they're new. And actually here, well, I don't know why I'm doing this like that. Let me go over to my, slides here and I can show you. Here we go. And we got to jump over to Zoom. Okay. Let's jump to Subway, okay? Eating healthy fast food, okay? That's the new opportunity. Healthy fast food, okay, is the key to losing weight. So that's the existing desire. And again, the vehicle, I'm not crazy about their vehicle because it states the product, right? Let's look at P90X. Remember P90X, that workout thing? Avoiding the plateau effect. That's the new opportunity, is the key to building muscle. That's the desire, okay? And it's done through this muscle confusion system, okay? I like that a little bit more because it's more of a category, right? Even though they say the product here. The one thing I would say is that in the new opportunity, I believe this is the plateau effect, is something that their audience is familiar with. You have to make sure that when you go through a new opportunity, it's something that people already understand, okay? Let's look at proactive, attacking acne at every stage of the cycle. Okay, that's the new opportunity. So attacking acne is the thing. But I remember when proactive first came out, their thing is like, how do you attack acne at every stage of a cycle? It's like, oh, acne has cycles? I had no idea. Again, that's enough to get attention. Is the key to keeping your skin clear and healthy. So that's the existing desire, okay? So again, the most important part about this entire exercise, let me come back now. Where is my Zoom window? For some reason, I can't find. Oh, there it is. Sorry, everybody. Man, I'm waiting for that, like one time where I don't have this kind of issue. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to just roll with it. Um, the idea, man, this is gonna drive me nuts. Uh, all right, for the people on Zoom, I'm sorry, I can't seem to find the. Oh, here we go. Stop share. Jeez, these tech companies really piss me off. They decide to do updates without telling people. Anyways, so my point about the one belief, and let's get some questions. I see some questions in the comments. So let me bring up a point that Daigo Tanaka brought up. This is a very good point. On mobile, people only see 7 to 8 words of your tagline. That is absolutely correct. So again, a lot of times when people come up with a headline, they have this really long headline that sounds great, but again, on mobile, you don't see all of it. And the reason why is that, again, what you're trying to optimize for is what people are going to see in the comments section. Okay. So if you see my headline has a lot of stuff in it, but only if you go to my profile. The first 7 to 8 words of my headline is the one belief. Okay. And for those people who are just joining, we got more people coming in. We got Valerie coming in from St. Louis. We got Corey Rush from Nebraska, AJ from Syracuse, New York. So again, when we think about the one belief, the new opportunity is going to be the thing that you really want to focus on. And the reason why is because this is the idea. Like whatever you're trying to sell, whatever kind of product or service you're trying to position, it's going to be based around this new opportunity of how is this new and different? Okay. Once you have this, it makes it a lot easier to fill out this other stuff. But if this is not strong, if it's not unique enough, right? This whole thing is pretty much on here. So again, if you look at what I do, growing sales without stepping into a hospital, right? So even in my presentations, I think I said like in my webinars last year when I started my program, the key to 10xing your pipeline and driving sales, at scale is using social media. Okay. So your new opportunity has to be new and different. Okay. And then more importantly, when you talk about the desires and pains, this is the one criticism I have about some of the one beliefs that I see. They all are positioned around a desire, which is fine. But I think that if you really want to get to the heart of understanding your customer, being able to incorporate pain is important. Okay. People make decisions to adopt products mainly from pain. Okay. There is a desire there as well, but pain is really a big thing. All right, Stephanie. Oh, we got somebody who's got a one belief. All right, Stephanie, let's see. So Stephanie says, how is respectfully engaging physicians with opportunities that provide value and meaningful outcomes for your patients? Okay, I'm going to tell you. So Stephanie, it's a good first start. Here's why that's not good. The reason why, first of all, too many words. Remember what Daigo said. So Daigo said, on mobile, 7 to 8 words is what you're going to see. Right, that's number one. Secondly, you always want to get rid of filler words. So, like saying respectfully, asking for a friend. Don't worry, Stephanie John. Don't worry, we got you. All right, you're in a good place. Okay, engaging physicians with opportunities. So, Stephanie, let's see. Let me see if I can. I'm going to go to your profile here. Okay, I'm going to read. Okay, you work in Heron. Okay, I know Heron. Okay. So the problem with your one belief statement here is that it's too broad. Okay. So respectfully engaging physicians, it's assumed you're going to do is respectfully, right? Opportunities to provide value and meaningful outcomes for patients. Outcomes are good. It has to be really specific. Okay. Like for example, I'm going to use one of the guys in my program. He has this thing where it says, I think it's helping general surgeons get pristine post-surgical outcomes with tissue restorations. It was something like that. That may not be it because it's too long, but again, it has to be really specific. There cannot be any room for misinterpretation. And what I'd say is that, again, the other place where people mess up on the one belief and just marketing and sales in general, not using simple, direct language. It has to be, just think about it like if somebody was drunk scrolling through LinkedIn and like imagine, actually, that's actually a good analogy. Imagine your ideal customer persona is like Saturday night, they had a few drinks, they're hanging out at the bar and they decide to open LinkedIn. They need to be able to see that like headline of yours and need to immediately click in their head what it is you do and how you can help. It needs to be that compelling, right? So think of it like this, like if I was in fitness, right? Okay, let's okay. Like let's say I'm in fitness and I'm helping moms who just gave birth, right? So you can say, so the new opportunity is let's just say helping new moms, right? So that's the identifier, helping new moms get a mommy makeover without surgery. Okay, so getting a mommy makeover without surgery, that's the new opportunity, because it's like, how do you do that without surgery? Because using mommy makeovers, it's like, so I spent time in plastic surgery, so this is a term that I know. All right, and again, think about I'm going to use my one belief because it's a good one. All right. I help medical salespeople grow sales without stepping into a hospital. Right. That's a new opportunity. How the heck do you grow sales without stepping into a hospital? Right. So a lot of times, again, the old problem, if it's amplified with a pain. So think about what I did in my one belief. I found a way to take a pain, which is medical salespeople cannot go to the hospital anymore, and turning that into an asset. I help you grow your sales pipeline without stepping in a hospital. Okay. Now, not everybody's going to be able to do that with their one belief statement, right? Because again, this is tied to a company or product. This is where, as a salesperson, and again, Stephanie, this is what I would also recommend to you. If you want to position and productize yourself, which is what I recommend, actually, start with identifying exactly the person you help. Okay, so let me go to your profile. If I can figure it out from your profile, let's see. Surgeons, anesthesia. Yeah. So again, I know you may have a lot of call points, Stephanie. I would recommend isolating and focusing on one. So let's just assume, I'm making this up. Let's say you have a product and you sell to surgeons, urologists, and gynecologists. Like, it's a lot of people already. What I would tell you is figure out, okay, who per customer, who has the highest lifetime value. So if you say, well, it's general surgeons because they use my product more and I just make the most money, then I would say just focus on them. So your identifier statement should start with like helping general surgeons, guiding general surgeons, something that says general surgeon. So immediately general surgeon knows this is for me. If you notice, if you're in a crowded room at a party and someone says, hey, Stephanie, and then you hear, there's a reason why that exists. Your brain is evolutionally cued for those to pay attention to those identifiers. That's in the physical world. On the digital world, it's the same thing, right? So when I'm scrolling through my LinkedIn feed and I see an identifier like small business owner or solopreneur in MedTech, that's who I am. Immediately, I'll get that, right? We got some more things from. So love your feedback. Surgeons are call points. Addressing postoperative pain is the deal. It's cost effective and simple to use. And you say ortho. Okay. So what I would say, okay, so here, $1 million advice, Stephanie. You can say helping orthopedic surgeons eliminate post-op care at a fraction of the cost, right? Something like that. Okay, you probably can't say that. but what I would say is that the most important thing is, in order to persuade, you have to get attention. So how do you get the attention of the person you're trying to sell to? Literally say their name. If it's orthopedic surgeons, right? Once you have their attention, what are you channeling it towards? So again, if your headline has the word orthopedic surgeon in it, that should be enough to get an orthopedic surgeon's attention if you're reaching out to them or they see your comment or something, right? So for example, you can start with something like orthopedic surgeons trust me. I partner with orthopedic surgeons, right? Something like that, where they're going to say, what's the rest of that sentence say? And then the rest of that sentence is where you can kind of introduce this new opportunity and the desire and pain, right? So again, look at my one belief. It says, I help medical sales reps. So anybody who's a medical sales rep is going to finish the rest of that sentence, because helping them do what? I help medical sales reps grow pipeline without stepping into a hospital using social media. So growing pipeline is the desire. Without stepping into the hospital is, I just, out of pure luck, maybe a little bit of talent, I was able to amplify their pain. What's the new vehicle? Social media. I do not say through the Medical Sales Network Effects program, I don't talk about my product. Why? Because they don't know about my product yet. I have to sell them on the vehicle that my product is. So whatever your product is, like let's say you're dealing with tissue restoration. I don't know why I keep using that as an example. You wouldn't say your product name. You would use the category that your product is in. So let's just say stem cell based tissue restoration, like whatever the category is, lead with the category, right? Not the product. Worry about the product stuff to come from your marketing department. All right. Looks like we got jumped. Stephanie says, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. I hope you come back to the show. Let me go back to my Zoom. For the people who are on Zoom, anybody have any questions? And it doesn't have to be related to one belief. If you have a question about anything else in general, just go ahead and raise your hand. And let's see. Let's look at YouTube and Twitter if we have any questions there. And then actually, let's hop over to the question poll or survey and see if we have any questions for today. Nope, no questions there. All right, great. Okay, so looks like we're good. Looks like we're getting done for today. So again, if you just joined, again, if you gotten any value out of my program, or if you gotten any value out of the content I have here and everything, consider taking $49, which you all have $49. You guys are all white collar professionals. Go to www.upgrademylinkedin.com. It's my little LinkedIn mini course. It's usually $300. I'm making $49. I'm trying to raise money for Turkey. I am Turkish. My wife is Turkish. Fortunately, our families are safe, but a lot of families were just ravaged and devastated from the earthquake. And so I'm trying to raise some money and donate it. So 100% of every penny that goes towards this course, I'm going to be donating it to Turkey for the next 30 days. So go to www.upgrademylinkedin.com. You can use code HELPTurkey. That's going to drop the price down. And again, you get a really damn good mini course, and then you get to help some people as well. And I'll share hopefully a screenshot of that in 30 days. Hopefully we raise a good amount of money. Let's see what other looks like we got one more comment. Oh, Jackie. Thanks, Jackie. I always appreciate the kind words. So again, just to kind of wrap up and summarize your one belief statement. It's a busy world. A lot of people are going to forget what you do and what you've said. And so a lot of good marketing has less to do with creativity and more to do with persistence and consistency. So whether you post content every day on LinkedIn, or maybe you just jump on LinkedIn and leave thoughtful comments, or you find a way to drive people to come to your profile. You want a headline that starts with a one belief. Okay. So when everyone sees my name, Omar Khatib, everybody knows what I do. I help medical salespeople grow their pipeline at scale without stepping into a hospital using social media. Like it needs to, as a salesperson, you are a product. Remember that. As a salesperson, when somebody books time with you, the reason they're meeting with you is to learn about your product and service. The reason they took the meeting is you. You're a product. So the more you're able to productize yourself, the better. And look, I can't believe I didn't use this analogy. This is like the best analogy for what I'm trying to teach you guys today. Okay, here's a book The book is called How to Design Things Well. Do you want to buy it? Maybe. But if I took the same book, okay, and I add this cover to it and change the title, and the title says Impossible to Ignore, Creating Memorable Content to Influence Decisions, this is a completely different book. The contents of the book have stayed the same. I just put a new wrapper on it, okay? And that's essentially what I'm trying to teach you all to do as salespeople. The contents of you as a salesperson are probably great. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's taking your meetings. Guess what? You don't have to change anything about your company. You don't have to change anything about your product. You got to change the wrapper of yourself as a salesperson. You got to productize yourself, okay? And that starts with your one belief statement. You need a new opportunity, which is what is the new and different way that you solve an old problem? You need to couple that with an existing desire or pain of your customer. And finally, add the vehicle. And again, in my opinion, you don't talk about the product, you lead with the category. Okay? As a salesperson, the more you're able to become be seen as an expert and and as an educator about a category and how to solve that problem, you'll get more meetings. If you're just a salesperson just slinging product, I mean, it just makes it harder. AJ Henty has a question. AJ says, what if we haven't done the program but think you're a gem of a human being and just want to support? Oh, you can support, bro. You can just look, go buy that mini course. It's $49, man. It's really good. If you want to just support, I mean, go to abhap.org and just donate directly, or get something out of it. I'm trying to just do a fundraiser and get you guys like really good content at a really low price. $49. Go check, get that mini course, man. It's really good. I have a module on persuasion in there too. It's pretty good. So that's what I would say. And look, I mean, at the end of the day, if you worst case scenario, you just want to support, go to the Turkish Philanthropy Fund, go to abhap.org. Just go donate something to Turkey. It's a really unfortunate situation, and yeah, I'm trying to do what I can. So, but anyways, that's how I want you guys to think about this. Because again, you cannot create any content, but if you go and leave thoughtful comments and engage with posts, your customers are going to see it. They're going to engage with it. And then over time, you're going to be known for this one belief. And so when it comes time to, let's say they have a problem, they want to make a change, etc., and they're thinking, yeah, I could really use, a different XYZ, or I'm thinking about this or that. And they say, yeah, so-and-so, right? The one belief, that's really, really important. All right, everybody. That's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Go think about your one belief. And again, go to www.upgrademylinkedin.com. Use code HELPTurkey. 100% of the proceeds go to charity. And if you don't want to do that, that's okay. You can go to the Turkish Philanthropy Fund. You can go to abhap.org and just donate directly there. And if you want, just take a screenshot of your donation and send me a screenshot. I'll put you in that little mini course. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day and be safe out there.